You are listening to Chapter 3, Lesson 7 of Form 4 Economics. Cameroon General Education. Narrated by Wacheseh Academy. Exceptional demand curve. There is a demand curve that is contrary to the first law of demand and supply. It is either regressive at the top or at the bottom. 1. A regressive demand curve at the bottom. It occurs under the following conditions. Namely, when there is an expectation of future fall in price, and in the case of inferior goods. Inferior goods are goods whose demand tends to fall as price falls. For example, gari, yam, etc. When the price of these goods falls, consumers will switch from their consumption to consume other superior goods that they could not consume because of their income. On the other hand, if people expect that the price of certain goods will fall in the future, they will buy less of such commodities, waiting for when prices will fall sufficiently so as to buy more. In these cases, the demand curve will be regressive at the bottom. Consider the diagram below. 2. A regressive demand curve at the top. The portion shows the abnormal portion of the demand curve. A fall in price from PP1 leads to a fall in quantity demanded from QQ1. Goods in a market governed by expectations of future fall in price, and given goods follow this abnormal demand situation. A regressive demand curve at the top occurs under the following conditions. When there is an expectation about a future rise in price, and when it has to do with goods of ostentation, Veblen goods. Goods of ostentation are goods which appear more desirable as their prices increase, for example jewelries, cars, watches, etc. An increase in the price of ostentation goods makes them more attractive, and people demand more instead. This contradicts the first law of demand and supply. Also, if the price of good increases and consumers expect it to further increase, they will buy more at the current high price to avoid buying at higher prices in the future.